ahead and start off the video with the comment of the day. So our comment of the day is coming from PeppaFan2121, and they think that Alice should experience the Titanic. Actually, I do have plans for the Titanic. Surprising or not, I don't know if it's surprising. Honestly, at this point, anything could probably happen in this series. But yes, I do have big plans for the Titanic. Alice will not be on it, but we will have it incorporate into our story in a very, very big way. So stick around if you'd like to see what happens. Anywho, I want to thank you all for all of your comments. They were all very lovely. I really, really appreciate it. And if you'd like to be the next comment of the day, be sure to leave a comment on this video. Any comment you would like, be sure to leave some green heart emojis though. Green for the Green family, of course. And you just may be the next comment of the day. Let's go ahead and hop into today's video. What it do, my baby boos, and welcome back to my channel for yet another episode of Let's Play The Sims 4 History Legacy. Now, folks around this town have often wondered about the mysterious woman that lives in this wooden house. She is kind of alone, you know, she doesn't have anybody near her or around her, and they never see anybody else go in and out, except for, oh, I expected her to be right there. Where did she go? Oh, I think she's in her room. Oh, except for this little lady right here. I know it's hard to probably distinct her as Eve when she's not green, but she is indeed Eve, and I am so excited that she was brought back. A very special viewer actually showed me how to bring her back, and that was literally so simple. It was literally just to give her the potion that I gave her again. Literally the potion that turned her into a ghost. All I had to do was just give her a better version, and she is totally fine now. She's immortal, she's a witch, and she looks totally normal. Look at her. She looks so good. I haven't seen her in her normal skin tone since the prehistoric era. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys remember, but she did end up saving the painting of her and Adam. It's above her bed in this little, you know, it's kind of like a cottage, but not really. Like, it's like a ranch house without the ranch, you know? But yes, she saved this painting of her and Adam over her bed, and it's just been kind of overlooking it. And honestly, she has been kind of looking at it and wondering, you know, maybe there's something I can do for the greater good with this thing that, you know, maybe I should just start doing. You know, since she stopped being a vampire, she's been really selflessly thinking a lot more than selfishly, like she usually is. She usually is the most selfish person, or sim, I suppose, in all the land. I just have her cooking up some chiapano? Chiapano? I don't know. It's like a sort of chili, I think. Well, no, because chili is another option. I don't remember there ever being another option for this cauldron for food besides mac and cheese. So they must have like added these in later, but I love the way it looks. It's so colorful. Well, colorful as in red. I don't know. But yeah, so she's just cooking herself up some grub. Today she actually is on a mission, you guys. She is going to be packing up the painting and a few clothing items, and she is going to be going over to Windenburg to visit the royal family. And by the royal family, I mean our family, because she is royal. No, we're not eating. No. Why would you? No. No. We're washing that. No. Let's go ahead and resume the chiapano. Don't make fun of the way I say words, okay? I am not good. I'm not good at talking or pronouncing things. So we're just gonna let her cook up this grub. It looks like she's you know, making a potion, and it's all mysterious and witchy and everything, but it's literally just food. She's literally just making like soup of some kind. So we'll just let her kind of continue doing this. It is it's a little after 4, so I think we're gonna go ahead and leave later, like probably right after she eats. So I suppose while we wait, I'm going to go ahead and put this painting in her inventory. Look at her inventory, you guys. It is insane. So we have the painting safely nestled away in her inventory. We have so much stuff in here. What the hell is this? I think this is like a tablet, so we're gonna get rid of that. I don't know how she acquired that. All right, so eat your food. Oh, that looks so good. I don't know what it is, but when I'm hungry, especially, like Sims food just looks freaking amazing. I'm trying to get to her needs, and I clicked every other button besides the needs. So her social is going down, which is actually kind of perfect timing. Why don't you go ahead and sit while you eat, lady? I don't know what you're doing here. Let's go and grab all the servings as well once you're finished. So she's just, oh, okay. Well, I guess she doesn't want to sit. She wants to be productive, I suppose. So does that go in your inventory or something? Yes, it does. Okay, can we put all of this in in your fridge. Cool. I'm sure the royal family can handle feeding a guest, you know, especially since the guest is literally their matriarch. So, okay, so she's just gonna finish this up and we're gonna go ahead and catch a train. So, I guess we'll see you in Windenburg, y'all. Okay, prepare for some kind of shell shock. I went ahead and redid the palace to make it not as medievally and kind of, you know, catch up with our era. I went ahead and created a Victorian style palace. Are you ready to see it? Because I don't know if Eve was prepared. Are you? Let's see. All right, y'all. So it hits differently when there's no snow on the ground. I didn't know what it would look like when there is snow on the ground, but this is it. So we have a few different actual glass roofs. You can't tell right now because it's covered in snow, but this roof is a glass roof. It is over their pool. Yes, they have an indoor pool. This is also another glass roof for a sunroom that they can't enjoy because it is winter. And then we have the main like house kind of, and then there's also a garden, a greenhouse back there. You can kind of see it peeking out. But let's go ahead and kind of enter this palace. It is so beautiful. You also probably noticed that there is this thing right here. Now it's a little early in the decade. This is actually marked as like a 1903 or 1906, but the family knows a few people. Of course, they are the royal family, so they get to kind of try everything in the beta stages. And so while everyone else is still using a horse and buggy, they have what is called a vehicle. So we get to kind of experiment with vehicles from now on. I'm so freaking stoked to kind of enter this new world of, you know, inventions with you guys. So if we go down to the main room, let's go through the door to the main room, which is absolutely beautiful. It has a mermaid rug on it, and their Christmas tree is twice the size of normal trees. Look at this bad boy. Oh my goodness. It actually goes into the ceiling, so we can't put on a star or anything like that, but it is so pretty. I do want her to come in actually and go over to this room right here. This is actually the room that I prepared for her to look at. It's the room where all of the family portraits are. So we have a few new ones, not really many actually. It's mostly just the princess, whose name is Aria. Princess Aria. I know Allison really wanted me to name her Aria, so we went ahead and went with that name. This is the room that she's gonna be kind of checking out. Look at her granddaughter. I think is Estia her? Yeah, Estia is her granddaughter. So this is her granddaughter and her husband posing for the portraits in the medieval era. And then we have Juliet, we have Demeter. I know a lot of you have been kind of annoyed by how I say Demeter's name. I always called her Demeter just because it would just, you know, flow off my tongue a little bit easier. And I was never really like, you know, completely on point with the era or anything, or like any of the mythology. It was just kind of like a loose guideline, you know? So I wasn't trying to like copy it word for word. But anyways, so we have Pebbles right here, who I think is going to change her name once we enter this new era, because there's nobody named Pebbles in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So then we have Rhea right here. We have Estia and Perseus's wedding. We have Rhea again posing in her beautiful early civilizational gown. We have Princess Aria actually posing in the medieval princess room. I had them take this photograph right before they demolished the medieval kingdom. I actually saved it on the gallery. I save all of my builds on the gallery before I, you know, like start to build on it again. So this is Rhea and Kovu when they first got their palace. And then we have the picture that's called The Gods, and it's actually such bad quality, but I feel like that's kind of like normal for a painting, you know? So I think we have Zeus and Poseidon, Hera, Estia, and Rhea in this photograph or painting. And then I think that is no. There's more through this room because I couldn't put all of it in one room since it was so small. So we have Estia and Perseus kind of looking at each other outside of the medieval palace. We have Juliet, of course. Juliet posing in front of the podium thing, which we actually still have outside. We have it as like a nice little omen to our medieval castle. It's funny too because I actually went ahead and I found this like stone thing in my gallery. So what I went ahead and did is instead of like just recreating it as if they built around it, what I did is I took it piece by piece, and I feel like they would have taken it down during the demolition and then reconstructed it and did kind of like a little plaque, which you can't really tell. I mean, there is writing on that. This is just kind of like a little nod to the past, if you will. So we're gonna be going ahead and viewing all of these paintings. Let's just view. I know it's not really normal to just go up in somebody's house and view all of these paintings and everything, but it is definitely something that she is going to do. I mean, it's all of her family, you know? And then we have Susanna Edge, who is still the cook and maid and everything. She went ahead and made some blackened bass for everybody. That looks amazing as well. I just want food right now. You can tell where my mind is at right now. So this is the kitchen. Very basic, very simple. We have the same kind of like fireplace kind of thing because they still didn't have up-to-date ovens or stoves or whatever. This is Princess Aria. She's absolutely beautiful. She looks just like her mama, who was the Elven princess, or Elven queen, I suppose. This is her now. She's so gorgeous. Look at her. And then we have Aragon. You know, I still struggle with his name, but we had him go ahead and marry the love of his life, who is Micah. So what had happened was him and the Elven princess, actually, or Elven queen, I always, you know, get it wrong, but they went ahead and had 2 other children, James and Henry. They're twins, because they needed a male for the heir. So, you know, they couldn't just stop with Princess Aria. She was the oldest, of course, but they had to go ahead and try for boys. And in the process of giving birth, she actually passed away. It happened a lot back in the day, and it actually is a little unrealistic how many people, or how many Sims I've kept alive throughout this era. Oh, I love how Eve just came over and she's like introducing herself to everyone. Aragon has no idea who freaking Eve is, but he's like, oh, well, hello. She is kind of, yeah, they don't have any relationship. She's kind of like introducing herself as a cousin, because I don't think he'd take it very well if, oh, we're going to talk about art. Perfect. What we want to do is go ahead and convince them to open up a museum in Brindleton Bay. And what we want to do is convince them to create copies of the photos of our family. I don't know how she's going to prove that she is family, but somehow she'll do it, and she'll get them to kind of agree to open up a museum. Oh, she's going right back into the room. They're going to open up a museum to showcase the Green family and how far they've come and how many generations there are and how beautiful all of the Sims really were. So, oh, we have the wedding photo of him and the Elven Queen, Arwen. I forgot her name. That's why I kept calling her by her title. So this is the little library over here. It's kind of nice. And then we have some desks right here with some typewriters, because typewriters are allowed. We actually have radios now too, gramophones, because those were a thing at this point. We have a little bathroom. Only rich people had indoor bathrooms. And of course, the palace is going to have indoor bathrooms. So we have little bathrooms that go through these corridors and then into this pool. I love the pool room so much. I wish the ceiling wasn't covered in snow, because it's so much more magical. But then we also have through here, our greenhouse doesn't have much light right now, but these are all of the original plants, believe it or not, that Eve started growing in the prehistoric era. I've kept them safe in the family inventory for so long. I don't know why she's going upstairs right now. It's nothing but bedrooms up there, but I've kept them safe in their inventory and just now decided to bring them out because greenhouses are now a thing. The only thing I haven't brought out is the cow plant, which is still alive. It's unbelievably still alive. I guess she's just gonna go into the boys' room and light their fireplaces. Sure, that makes sense, I guess. So this is the upstairs. It's kind of a lot when you just kind of look at it. I do want to show you around. This is gonna be like a really architectural kind of episode, but I'm really proud of it because I made it all in one day, and I'm not finished with it by any means. But once you get up here, this is the top of the stairs here, and then you are greeted with this like little waiting kind of room. These doors the king uses, and Micah, of course, to get into their room. And then over here we have this Greek statue as like a little nod to their heritage. And then we have this sink because in the bathroom over here we didn't have any room for a sink, because I wanted Susanna to have her bathroom, her own little bathroom, to kind of get ready in. And so it's just a toilet and a bathtub, and then the sink and mirror are out in the hallway, which is fine because I didn't really know what else to put out here. So we have some more couches and stuff, the other stairway to get up here, and then through this doorway, I suppose, you get into Arya's room through here. There's like a little hallway of her own. She has her own little hallway. This is her bed. Absolutely gorgeous, honey. She kept the vanity from the princess room in the medieval era. This is her little portrait of herself, another one. And then she has her own little bathroom in the tower right here. It's beautifully painted, and yeah, so it's very gorgeous. Everyone has kind of their own bathrooms and en suites. All the royals do at least. And then she has her own little kind of waiting room with a fireplace as well. And then once we go back out here, we have another little corridor kind of thing. We go through these doors and we have the hallway, which is not decorated at all. Like I said, this build took me kind of a while, but I made it all in one day, so I'm kind of proud of myself. You know, it's obviously not finished, but it is what it is. And then through this doorway, we have, I think, James's room or Henry. I don't know. Someone's room. We have a little dollhouse. This rug is so cool. I love this rug. And then he has his little fireplace and his bed. They're children, mind you, and they have better bedrooms than I could ever dream of having. This little doorway or hallway kind of goes into two different bedrooms. This is the maid's bedroom. Very, very tiny, very small. Just enough room to go to sleep in and for a little fireplace as well. And then we have one of the spoiled boys' bedrooms. So this is a very, very nice bed. And then we have this kind of like open room with a tiger rug kind of thing and a fireplace. And then he has his own bathroom that doesn't even, you don't even bother having like a normal door here because it's his room, you know? And that, I guess, oh no, I still have to show you the king's bedroom. So let's go over to the king's room. I'm just gonna go through the wall because I don't care. But once you go through those doors in the hallway, you go through another kind of little corridor. Let me show you right here. This is the little corridor that you go through straight out of the hallway. It's insane with the patterns. I love it though. And then we go into this room with fire kind of going in the corners. And then we have a nice little seating area. I took a lot of inspiration from real photos of, I think, the Buckingham Palace. I'm not sure. Just a lot of different kind of palace photos. I noticed that the bedrooms are always kind of gated, or the beds are kind of gated usually. So we put in a little bit of a gate. We have it so Aragon and Micah can kind of look out on the balcony at their kingdom right through here. And this is just kind of covered by a little shade. And then we have the ballroom and dining room and everything. I'll show you that as well. This is the dining room. We have a nice little shabby chic piano, some tables, whatever. Very, very cute. We have these little tablecloths. It came as a set too online and I loved it so much. I love these candlesticks. They're insane. Then we go through, this is just the dining room. And then once you go through this room, come on, pick it up. We have the dance room. It's one big room with a couple couches and a gramophone in the corner with a candlestick kind of going through it because I didn't see that when I was putting the gramophone in. Awesome. And then once you go through these doors, I know there's lots of doors and corridors and doorways and so much. Anyways, once you go through here, oh, look, hello moon. We have the sunroom. So we have like a little tiny mini bar with the globes, both of them kind of sitting in the doorway. We have a nice little like tea set or whatever, because I feel like this is like a tea room, you know, where you would go to have your tea on like a sunny day, you know. I just feel like it was pretty when I built it, because I built it, you know, during the daytime or whatever on a sunny kind of afternoon. This is the gramophone for this room. I don't know, I think it's very, very pretty. So we need to have Eve convince him to go ahead and make some copies of these paintings. They haven't even decorated for Christmas, and Christmas is tomorrow. So I want to go ahead and have her convince Aragon to let her create some copies of the paintings. And I think we're gonna bring the royal family back with us to Brindleton Bay to go ahead and take some family portraits to kind of hang up in the gallery as well. We're gonna open up a gallery kind of thing. Okay, so this is all the blackened baskets left. Let's grab a serving before anybody else does, unless she's not hungry. No, she's not hungry. Never mind. But we do need to talk and go pee a little bit. So pee a little bit. No, just pee like a champion. There you go. And then we're gonna talk. I love how everyone is just kind of gathering in the kitchen right now. Usually it's just Susanna who's supposed to be in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and lock the doors for everyone but Susanna, so she's just kind of the only one who can cook or whatever. She already talked about art, but I think we need to have a deep conversation about what we're gonna do. I mean, obviously he doesn't know this lady very well, but I think she is going to kind of use her little manipulation skills into kind of get him on board with at least creating copies of the paintings. I don't think he's gonna let go of the real paintings, like the originals, you know. Of course we want the originals to stay extra safe, but she is gonna go ahead and convince him to make copies at least to make in the museum. And I guess we could pay him, but I mean there's really no reason to pay him because they are millionaires, as you can see. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go straight over to this room and we are going to create a copy of this. I don't know. Okay, so we have to like actually do an animation animation. I'm gonna skip this conversation here and go straight into this room. I've never actually created copies of paintings before, so I'm kind of curious as to what the animation is. I didn't think there would be an animation, but you know, that's fine. Let's go in here and take a look. Oh, hey, baby. Which one is this? Which one is this? This is Henry. I think Henry is actually going to be the heir. So she created a copy of Rhea and Kovu, Ancient Greece. This object has been sent to Eve's inventory. Okay. Yep. So we have this one in there as well. Okay, cool. And this one is only worth... Oh my god, sorry. I've been sneezing all morning. This one's only worth $71, as to where this one was worth how much? 1,317. So they're definitely not the same quality or anything, but we're still going to go ahead and do this. $2,000 to create a copy. Wow, this is only some like art dealership kind of stuff. Like no one in their right mind would create copies this expensive for, you know, the copy to only be $70. That's insane. But we're going to, oh wait, what? Sell to collector, scrap painting, put in inventory and view. What? I can't create a copy of that one? Can I do that to this one? Okay, I can't create a copy of Demeter. What if I just go ahead and put this in our inventory and steal it? What if I stole it? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna steal it. We're gonna steal it. We're gonna steal it. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't even care. We're gonna put it in our inventory. I mean, she is that kind of person. Oh my god, she totally just stole it. I can't believe she just stole it. Okay, she just stole from her own family. Let's go ahead and create a copy of this photograph of Princess Aria. And these paintings are actually custom content, so I can go ahead and say that I created copies, but we can just go into the build by catalog and grab those as well. Let's create a copy of him marrying Arwen. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of like documentation of him marrying Micah, but that's because we didn't really play through it. I just kind of married them off camera. So we're gonna go ahead and create a copy of this one as well. I love this. I love this. I feel like an art dealer right now. So yeah, I think that was all the artwork there is. Let me double check just in case. We have this one of Perseus kind of chilling over the fireplace in the ballroom, but I think that is about it for artwork. So we're going to spend the night here, I suppose, kind of snooze. Everyone's tired. And in the morning, we're going to go head over to Brindleton Bay and deal some of this art, create a museum. And I'm not going to create the museum. I'm done building for like a good week or so. I'm done. But we're going to go ahead and download a museum off the gallery. But in the meantime, let's go head off to bed. So there isn't really anywhere for her to sleep. Whoops. I have like enough beds for everyone but her. But I think what we're going to do is let her sleep in... Whose room is this? Whose room is this? Are the beds not assigned? What's going on here? Okay, we're going to let... Because I think Henry is the one with the curly hair, right? I think he is the one that is the oldest, and he is going to be on this bed. He's going to be assigned to this one. So we'll give him this one. But I do want to have James to have this bed, technically. We're just going to have him sleep with his brother tonight so Eve can have somewhere to sleep. So Eve, you are going to go ahead and go to sleep. And I'm just going to have everyone go to bed. So sleep and sleep. And I guess we'll see you in the morning because no one really likes to watch Sims kind of sleep. Before I cut though, look how magical this looks. Doesn't it kind of look like Anastasia, like St. Petersburg, the palace in St. Petersburg? Oh my god, it looks amazing. Oh, she's gonna go dancing. Actually, I forgot to put her to bed. So we're gonna put Aria to bed and yeah, we'll see you in the mañana. It is a very gloomy, very dark kind of Christmas day. Oh, and as I say that, the sun starts kind of coming out. But yeah, it is Christmas morning, y'all. Instead of celebrating, though, we are going to go ahead and travel, which I think a lot of rich people kind of do, you know. Instead of just kind of celebrating at home, they just go ahead and travel. What are you doing, bruh? He's just like, oh, that's some nice snow. And back inside it is. That is so me in snow as well. So everyone is just kind of taking care of their needs, walking around for the day. Eve, what are you up to? So she is going downstairs for some breakfast. Look at her little nightgown. I love her. I love Eve, guys. I love her so much. I'm so happy that she's back. Aren't you happy? I'm so happy. Let me know if you're happy that she is back in the series because, like, honestly, I really had plans with her and I was so sad that I was gonna have to let her go until my beautiful subscriber told me how to kind of help her situation out. So thank you. If it wasn't wasn't for you, this episode would not be happening, to be honest. So she's happy eating her little sandwich. We're just gonna have everyone kind of take care of their needs, and she needs to talk to somebody. So after Micah takes a little pee-pee, we're gonna have her talk to him, I guess, and get to know him a little bit. He's married to her great-grandson. I want to say great-grandson. So, you know, it's nice to get to know the spouses. And Arya is super duper curious about Eve. Like, she's kind of grilling Eve a little bit, like, so where'd he come from? What are you doing here? Oh, let's belly laugh. Oh my god, look at Eve. Look at Eve. I feel like she's such a good person now that she's like not a vampire anymore. She doesn't have any of that wrath in her veins, you know. She's just belly laughing like crazy. I love it. And then he's belly laughing. I love it. You guys are so hilarious. They're like, yes, Dad. The king of Windenburg actually belly laughed. That was funny. Okay, so I think, y'all, what we're gonna do is get everyone dressed, and then we're going to head off to a property that is pretty run down in Brindleton Bay, and we're gonna dress that property up and create a museum out of it. So now is as good a time as ever, so let's go. So the property I'm thinking of is right here. It's called Tales End. It's located in the Whiskerman's Wharf district in Brindleton Bay. Let's head over there. Okay, so this is Tales End. It is a disgusting lot, if I do say so myself, for right now, I suppose. So what we have is this dilapidated kind of house thing that somebody built while they were hiding out from the Pinkertons and what have you. They were bandits. And I don't know if you remember that episode where Alex kind of actually went ahead and found the bandit, but this is the property that he went to and found the bandit. So let's go ahead and get rid of this house. We don't need it. All of this furniture can go as well. Delete. Okay, perfect. So we went ahead and tore everything down. Let's go look at some of the properties, because like honestly, look at the lot traits too. Creepy crawlies, filthy, and it's haunted. Like that's not very good. Let's go into the gallery and see what we can find. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna go for is I'm gonna go to lots. What is the size of this? This is 40 by 30, so let's check that off. We're going to look at lot types. We're going to check out museums. So let's see what we have here. Right off the bat, I'm noticing this one. I've been wanting kind of a wide one as well. This one looks kind of era appropriate. It kind of looks like the architecture that they would use in this era. I'm really liking it. So this is by Cursed Greg, that one right here. It says, the Plumbaugh Pictures Museum is a walk down memory lane of some of the most famous scenes in the business. It's also a great place to get behind the scenes expose of all the props and tech that are used to make the AAA titles that hit the silver screen. So obviously we're not going to use it for the exact same thing, but it will be a museum nonetheless. Let's go ahead and place this lot and see what it looks like. Okay, this bad boy is placed. Take a look at it. It's so pretty. I love it. It takes up the entire lot. Let's take a look inside. This is the top floor, and then we have the bottom. Lot of lights. A lot of lights. Right away, we definitely need to take care of the more modern stuff that's in here and all the props and everything and in the artwork that they already have in here. So let's take that out as well. Okay, so maybe we could leave like some of the objects in here as they are, like this thing right here. That's kind of cool. And we could just make it like a normal museum. Let me know what you guys think. Should we make it a museum dedicated to the Green family, or should we just make it kind of like a normal museum with normal exhibits, and then the Greens just kind of have their own wall or whatever, or you know, kind of their own thing attached to it? Let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and delete that. I know we're gonna have a lot of random kind of sofas around here. I think I'm gonna go into more depth with the decorating and everything once I'm off camera as well. So let's see here. No, that's way out of the way of our era. We could keep the swords, but not the lasers. Maybe we could have this room be the green room. There is a lot of artwork in it already though, and I kind of want to keep it that way. It's somewhat era appropriate except for these two, which we can just get rid of it right now, and that one. But I think that is pretty good. Let's see. I suppose we could use this room for our paintings and just kind of keep maybe one or two of the sofas sofas in here. We're just gonna put some of the sofas against the walls. Oh, I know what we could do. We could do one of these things. What I did in the palace was I just took 2 sofas. I just kind of put them back to back like this. And it's kind of nice. It like adds more seating and it fills more space and it just works. Now I'm gonna go into live mode and we're gonna go ahead and spruce it up with our paintings. So let's everyone go in here together and we're just gonna come in here and put our paintings on the wall and be done with it. Love it. These lights are kind of annoying though, I'm not gonna lie. They're hanging so low that I can't see what I'm doing and there's so many of them. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and replace those lights. Let's actually go in for the camera. Does this actually work? Oh my god, this is a functional camera, guys. I can't believe it. Where are we gonna take this picture? I think we're gonna have it right here, like that. Oh god, that thing is so big, we're not even gonna be able to see it in the picture. Okay, let me try and see, can we actually take this photo? Oh my god, I can't believe it. So we're going to go ahead and take this photograph. Okay, so I'm back. I took the pictures. They are not perfect. I mean, it's kind of cute. I like this pose. I didn't have any actually romantic poses for 2 men. I don't know if there are any of those on any kind of like download sites, but I would love if there were. Anyways, so I didn't have any for like 2 men, so Micah's a little shorter than Aragon. It's fine. So we took some photographs. Let me see here. So this quality is outstanding. The biggest one is this size. So let me take a look at it and see what it looks like. It's actually really nice. I like how I actually got to capture the skull in the background. It's really, really cool. I really like it, except for the fact that the boys, there weren't any poses for them. So they're kind of just looking around like normal, but it's fine. Once we visit this in the future, when it's like, I don't know, like the 70s, this style is going to be so crazy to look at. I love this legacy, you guys, so freaking much. So this is like the OG wall. We've got Eve right here in the middle. We have Estia kind of over here. And then this is going to be the family portrait right here. How much bigger can we make this without making it terribly huge? That's really nice, actually. I really like this. There's nowhere to put it though. Maybe we don't have to put it in that room. Maybe we could put it in the entrance or near the entrance right here, because this is the founding family, of course. So we're just going to put it right here. And then we're going to add a frame of yellow, maybe? Because it kind of looks goldish, you know, and I love the gold frames. So there we go. There is the little family portrait. I'm also going to give them a couple copies so they can hang it up in the palace as well. I took like 10 pictures and I think they're all good quality. So yay! I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I'm loving taking like historical kind of photographs. Also, this is a great camera, like in theory. I'm gonna keep it here because it's kind of cool and we can take pictures with it still, but we can't take like just like a normal photo with it. So that's why I ended up taking out the normal tripod and then I put a historically correct camera over it with the, you know, like the move objects cheat. So there we go. We have our little family portrait. Eve is gonna go home and let them kind of go home as well. I'm gonna fix up this museum a little bit in my own taste off camera, but I think that's gonna be all. Like I said, y'all, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I will see you all in my very next video where we're gonna go back to the farm so that we can name the baby once Esther has it. So thank you all so much again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, loves. Mwah.